Who is this calling me? Hello? Yes, my order. Wait, what do you mean my order's not coming by next week? Listen here, buddy. If you don't get my order by tomorrow, you're fired and everybody else at your goddamn company, alright?
Mr. Sidney Willis-Jean, there's someone here to see you.
Send them in.
Excuse me, Senator, Mr. Willis-Jean, can I have a moment of your time?
What is it? I'm very busy and like you, who has to bother me?
Well, I thought since you were a politician that you could look into a man named Confucius.
Why in the hell would I want to know about a guy named Confucius or whatever the hell his name is?
He was a Chinese teacher, wrote a lot about politics.
Okay, listen here, buddy. I don't really care about no guy named Confucius. All I care about is money and my business and my job being a senator. Don't care about no guy in ancient China who's born in ancient China and stuff or anything like that. So you might as well just scoot along and go back to where you came from.
But he's a world-renowned philosopher, greatly respected by a lot of people. He may be helpful to you.
Well, I guess you're not going to leave unless you tell me all this info. Oh, and by the way, you have 10 minutes to persuade me about whatever the heck you want to persuade me about, okay? So, roll on.
Well, he created this philosophy known as Confucianism. His original name was Confucius, although it's known as Confucius in the Western alphabet. He was born in 551 BCE and died 479 BCE.
So how's his family?
Well, his family was well-to-do, although they did lose all their wealth. His father died before he was born. Although they were poor at the time, his mother did make sure he got a good education, and he eventually became a teacher. His favorite topic to teach was government history and government principles.
Interesting. So, has he achieved anything in his lifetime?
I'm sorry, you mind if I have a seat?
Sure. Why not?
Okay, thanks.
Like I said, did he achieve anything in his lifetime?
Well, when he was 50 years old, he took position in the government as a prime minister. When he was a prime minister, he applied some of his principles of government as his policies. And during that time, it was actually...
Hey, Joe, where's my trail mix?
Ah, right here, Senator.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Get out!
Oh, no.
Like you were saying?
Well, anyway, as I was saying, during the time that he was a prime minister, there was almost no crime in the state.
How long did he keep it going?
Well, he served for 5 years until he received word of death threats. Then he retired and spent the rest of his life as a wandering teacher. Some accepted his teachings, while others rejected or even jailed him.
Well, he was a poor nomad. Serves him right.
Wow, we are the heartless of I imagined. I'm sorry, it's a little dark in here. Mind if I turn on the lights?
Bro, I'm a senator. Getting used to it. Maria, where's my LJ?
Here we go, Mr. Sidney.
Thank you.
Is that all you need?
For now.
Well, it doesn't end there. After he died, his followers wrote down his teachings. They carried on his legacy.
Who cares?
Apparently, Mencius. He was a Chinese man born about 100 years after Confucius died. He also became a teacher and taught many of Confucius's ideas. He wrote a book called the Book of Mencius. In it, he put down many of Confucius's ideas, as well as some of his own. In his own time, it wasn't very popular, although his book became a very important resource for Confucian thought.
If no one cared, how did it become important?
Well, in the time of the Han Dynasty, people trained in Confucian ideas became advisors and administrators in the government. For a time, Confucianism gained popularity, although over about 400 years, that popularity saw a decline. Though it was renewed in 7th century CE.
So wait, let me get this straight. You think I'm not doing my job because I didn't study this guy?
Well, at the time, Confucianism was studied by anyone who wanted a job with the government. Anyone who wanted such a job would have to take a test in Confucian ideas.
Well, how long did it last?
Well, it held an important place in Chinese life up until the 20th century, when communism started to become dominant, although it is starting to see a revival in China.
Well, what did he believe in? Buddha? Allah?
His religion is irrelevant.
Enough with all this backstory. Exactly what did Confucianism teach?
Confucius believed in a society where everyone treated others with respect. Anyone who was superior, such as a father, older brother, or ruler, was to be considerate and benevolent towards those beneath them. Those who were inferior were to be respectful and loyal. This was called li, or the rights.
Well, what did he practice?
Well, Confucians were also to practice gen, or goodness towards humankind. This brought about the saying, do not do unto others what you would not want others to do unto you. This was meant to keep government and society running smoothly.
Did he use divination?
Actually, he did also use the art of divination, also called I Ching, which a version of is still used today.
Wait, what the hell is I Ching?
It's a practice in which special coins or sticks are thrown into the air, and the position they land determines which words of wisdom of the I Ching apply to the given situation.
Okay, why don't you get the hell out of my office and take your damn Chinese holy man with you?
Confucianism didn't teach of any holy concept because it wasn't involved with any religion. Confucians were usually also Buddhists or Taoists.
I swear if I had 5 classics and 4 books, I would throw it at your face and leave you on the sidewalk to moan and cry.
That's exactly how Confucian texts were organized. Confucius' followers made the texts into the five classics and the 4 books. They included the I Ching, historical documents, poetry, and rules for practicing li.
Okay, don't get happy, but I was just wondering, just what the heck is the Analects?
The Analects were one of the 4 books which contained many of Confucius's and Mencius's sayings.
Well, did he use symbols?
Well, Confucianism didn't really use any symbols beyond the statue of Confucius.
I wonder if any temples has been made to honor that guy.
There have been many temples erected in honor of Confucius, but they were purely to honor him, not to worship him. They're mainly used for meeting places and festivals.
Wait, so did anybody even worship this guy?
Confucius didn't have any form of worship. Their rites were practiced as part of everyday life.
Wait, so did he celebrate anything?
Confucius usually don't celebrate any holidays other than traditional Chinese festivals. Although a particularly Confucian holiday will be Confucius' birthday. People usually celebrate by dressing as people of Confucius' time.
Wait, so this guy has an organized religion, mixed in with Buddhists, Taoists, and Christians?
No, you're completely missing the whole point. There's no worship, no gods, and no Vatican. It is not a religion. It is a philosophy.
How dare you scream at me?
But why won't you listen to reason?
I am Dragonborn. FUS RO DAH!